Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Manfred, and in this video we are going to learn how to use the SpellToCurrency add-in for Microsoft Excel. Since there is no such function in Excel for converting numbers into words by default, I want to introduce you to this add-in, which you can download at my website. Please check the link in the description. For instruction on how to install the add-in, check out my other video on how to install an Excel add-in. So after the installation of the add-in, simply use the equal sign and the name of the function. When you enter the first 2 or 3 letters, you will already see the pop-up of the function. Just double-click on this pop-up and enter the first argument, which is either by typing a number plus enter, or referring to a cell that contains a number. Let me place the number 5 here. Type the equal sign plus the function name and simply click on this cell. The cell reference has been entered. If you change the value of the specific cell, also the words will adjust to the new value. But this add-in has more to give. It covers another 4 arguments to fine-tune its behaviors. As you can see here on the image, there are in total 5 arguments. The first one is mandatory, which is the number to obviously spell this number to words. The other 4 arguments are optional and can be skipped. If you skip them, the default of the 4 arguments will be applied. So let's have a look on these arguments. Number 1. The number value can be any number up to a 100 quadrillion, which is a number followed by 17 places. The second argument is the country code. Here you can choose from 24 countries. Default is the US for dollars and cent. Here in the list are all country codes and its countries. Third is the decimal places, where you can enter a number between 0 and 4 places. Default is 5 to auto-set the decimal places according to its countries. Next is the is number field. If you want to write a number in words without a currency, just put a 0 into this field and the currency will be skipped. And the last argument is the letter case, where you can choose between 4 cases: title, upper, lower, or capitalized. Default is title case. But you don't need to memorize all these country codes, decimal places, or title cases, as it is implemented into the add-in and you can look at them by opening the functions window. As it is implemented into the add-in, and you can look at them by opening the functions window. If we type here the equal sign and type the first 2 letters, double-click on the pop-up of the add-in, then you just click on the little FX icon here in front of the formula bar. This will open the functions window. Here we can either write a number or select a cell with a number value by clicking this button and select the cell. The value is now shown behind the number field, which is 25.95. And down here we see already the formula result in words, which will be $25.95. If we now click into the next argument field for the country code, we get down here all the country codes that are available. Same is for the decimal place field, the is money field, or the letter case field. So if we go now to the country code field, we can choose EU for Europe, and we see down at the formula result already the change to euros. Let's also change the letter case to 1 for an uppercase letter style. Press OK to close the function's argument window. As a result, we have the euros and cents in uppercase letters. Let me select this cell and open again the functions window by clicking the FX button. Then change the country code to Japan by placing in here JP. And you can see that it writes 26 yen now, because the decimal places for Japan are set automatically to 0 if you look here at the list. But we can override the decimal places to 2. Then we get, as a result, 25 yen and 95 cents. So by changing the decimal places, we can override the auto set. We can also use negative numbers. Let's place here the number minus 12.75. Copy down the function, and it will add a minus in front of the spelled words. If we make the number cell empty, the function will show nothing. And if the cell is a non-numeric value, it will give you an arrow that it's not a number value in the cell. Let's edit this formula now directly from the cell. After the reference cell, F7, I put a comma and write PH in order to use the Filipino currency. Then I place another comma for the decimal places, which I keep empty to use the default 2 decimals. Put another comma for the is money field, which I keep empty too, since I want to use currency. And after the next comma, I use the number 3 to capitalize the sentence. Press Enter to get the result in words. If you are not sure about the values to enter, just click any time on the FX button in front of the formula bar in order to open the functions window. So the usage of this add-in is perfect for invoices, payments, or financial reports where you deal with money values and need them to be written in words. Thank you very much for listening. Hopefully it's been useful for you. If it has, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.